2019 NFL Mock Draft Ravens Roundup, Pre-NFL Combine Edition originally appeared on nbcsportswashington.com. Give yourselves a pat on the back because you've made it almost an entire month without NFL football. Trades have begun taking places and rumors will only continue to swirl in the coming weeks, but first we must focus our attention on the NFL Combine. Draft prospects are making their way to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis this week to show potential head coaches, scouts and owners what they've got to offer. In preparation, we've updated our mock draft roundup so you know which prospects to keep a close eye on. NBC Sports Washington's Ben Standig, DeBrian Burns, Florida State standing at 6'5" and 231 pounds. Burns could be Terrell Suggs' replacement if the linebacker and the Ravens don't come to an agreement on a new contract. Over the last 2 seasons, Burns totaled 29 tackles for loss and 14.5 sacks. Bleacher Report. Wr. N'Keal Harry, Arizona State. The Ravens always seem interested in a wide receiver. Standing at 6'4", whether or not he's athletic enough to be a first-round pick will become more clear this week. Harry posted back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons in 2018 and 2017. Mel Kiper and SB Nation, RB Josh Jacobs, Alabama. Jacobs declared for the NFL Draft with 3 collegiate seasons with the Crimson Tide under his belt. In 2018, Jacobs rushed for 640 yards and 11 touchdowns on 120 attempts, averaging 5.3 yards per attempt. Jacobs is a complete player and the most explosive back in this draft, Kiper said. He didn't get a ton of touches in a talented Crimson Tide rotation, which means he has little tread on his tires. There's a lot to like about Jacobs, who has also shown nice hands in the passing game. ESPN's Todd McShay, WRDK. Metcalf, Ole Miss. Here's another wide receiver the Ravens will be taking a look at. Earlier this month McShay wrote, "The Ravens definitely upgraded their receiving a bit this season, but they still lack a real game changer." Metcalf missed a chunk of time this season with a neck injury, but he's a big, vertical threat. He'd give Lamar Jackson a reliable option, especially in the red zone. Front offices will see how much the neck injury has set him back, if at all, this week. NFL.com, as Jonathan Abram, Mississippi State. The Ravens could be searching for a safety if they decide to cut veteran Eric Weddle to clear some cap space. Listed as a hard-hitting, instinctive safety who has a nose for the football on his Mississippi State bio, Abram finished his career with 170 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 3 fumbles forced and 2 interceptions in 2 seasons. CBS Sports, LB. Devin Bush, Michigan. Ravens could be without both Suggs and C.J. Mosley at the start of 2019. If that's the case, Bush could be their guy. During the 2018 season, the 20-year-old posted 67 total tackles, 26 assists, 5 passes defended and 5 sacks. Sporting News. WR. Kelvin Harmon, NC State. Sporting News. Vinny Iyer describes the 6'3", 214-pound Harmon as a savvy route runner and blocker, bringing the kind of the tough makeup the Ravens have loved. NFL.com, S. Daniel Jeremiah, S. Nasir Adderley, Delaware. Jeremiah describes Adderley as a perfect fit to take over for Eric Weddle, whether that transition takes place this year or next year. In 2018, Adderley ranked 4th on the Fightin' Blue Hens with 48 tackles, 17 assists and 3 interceptions. More Ravens news.